What's good, BM crew? It's your boy B.
And it's mine.
And as y'all see today, we're back with another video. We're just gonna basically answer a lot of questions that you all had. Also, we're gonna answer exactly. Oh, you have your phone. I don't have my phone. Let me get that real quick. So yeah, as y'all see by the title, man, we're gonna be answering some questions that you all had and just giving you guys a little advice about auditioning for the Human Jukebox marching band. Also, auditioning for the Fabulous Dancing Dolls. So yeah, man, y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all stay ready and make sure y'all get y'all pen and paper out because we about to drop some gems.
So before we get into the questions, babe, we gotta tell them about the new challenge
The new challenge, man.
So, or I wouldn't even say a challenge, it's just a way for us to connect with y'all, the BM crew.
Three simple steps. First, you have to follow us both on Instagram.
Check.
Second, you have to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel.
Check.
Third, all you have to do is use our hashtag BMFairyTale, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, whatever platform you on.
It could be a post, Insta story. We're gonna search the hashtag BMFairyTale and we're gonna choose a winner.
Now wait, what the winner get?
What do you get? The winner gets a FaceTime from us, and we're going to include you in our intro of the video.
So you're going to be the ones doing What's Good BM Crew. You're going to do all that with us. So all you got to do, I'm going to repeat the steps, man. All you have to do is make sure you're following us both on Instagram. My Instagram is Brendon G Official. It's going to be right here. My Instagram is Maya and Jill. It's going to be right there. Our Instagram as a whole collective is, of course, BMFairyTale. The second step, make sure that you are subscribed. Number 3, all you gotta do is use the hashtag on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you on. All you gotta do is use our hashtag and you can be doing our intro with us. FaceTime, let's get it. Let's go.
So now we are ready for the question.
Yes, we are ready for questions, man.
We asked this question on Instagram and we just wanted to see what y'all had questions about. Who's gonna ask first?
You go first, ladies first.
Okay. First question is, what styles of dance do you need to know? So you don't do the different genres at tryouts, but it is good to know like ballet and jazz. I mean, they put other things on there, I think like tap and hip hop, but we don't do that at tryouts. It's really based around your technique, like things that you do across the floor, and then you do a doll style dance, so that goes more along with jazz, I would say. So jazz is what you should focus on, but ballet is honestly, me personally, I'll say ballet first and then jazz, because ballet just gives you the foundation for everything. So start with that, and then jazz, where you get a little style. You start dancing like the dolls, like a woman. So yeah, those are the styles that you need for tryouts.
I mean, I can't really answer that question.
I'm waiting on your question.
Oh, yeah. So I was about to say, well, I mean, for the style for the band, you just gotta learn how to work your horn.
Okay, do you march in the tryout?
No, you do not. Y'all don't have to worry about that. If you do not know how to march, you learn how to march during, freshman week. So you good.
Just play your horn.
Just play your horn. All right. So this one was basically asking me. It says, can you explain the process of drum major tryouts? This was a really good question because a lot of people don't even really know how the drum major process works at Southern. Basically how it works is you don't try out for drum major, you're appointed drum major. Even Doc back in the day, like they had people who was never drum major a day in their life, and Doc looked at them just because of their figure and just the way that they look and the way that they acted in the band room and just their leadership skills. And he'd just be like, hey, you gonna be my drum major. You gonna be my drum major. Yeah. And so it's definitely you're just appointed to it. Now, how it worked for me was I basically just expressed my interest. I went up to Mr. J my freshman year and I told Mr. J, I'm going to lead the Human Jukebox one day. And he looked at me. Yeah. He looked at me and he laughed a little bit and he was like, well, I already got a drum major signed. I was like, yeah, well, he's not gonna be here forever, so there's gotta be somebody after him. So, I did what I had to do, and I made sure I stayed on my P's and Q's. I made sure I ain't cut up, how I could have cut up, and I just made sure, that I was always in a good light for the band directors, and made sure I was actually leading the band and and just showing leadership skills. So basically that's what it is for drum major. Drum major is just you're appointed. It's not really an audition.
Next one is simple, easy question. What types of leaps do we need to know? You never know what they're gonna do across the floor or put in a dance, but just know your basic leaps, like both right and left soda shots or grand jetés. I don't know if they'll get that technical. Basically, to quickly describe the difference between a grand jeté and a soda shot. Grand jeté is just bop mines from the floor straight, and a soda shot is a développé. Whatever. Dancers, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna say, it sounds like
you don't know.
French.
It is French.
Oh, it's trying to
ballet terms are in French. But yeah, so those simple leaps, and then you have seconds or switch leaps on both sides. So make sure both sides of your leaps look good. But pretty much those are the basic ones. Maybe like a Firebird or something.
This is actually a pretty good question. This one isn't really necessarily answering anything about tryouts. This one just asked me, they said that I am a woman looking to join the human jukebox, but my goal is to become drum major. Is that possible?
Ooh. I don't know.
So, okay. Southern has never had an official female drum major. It is kind of like just a thing in the legacy for us to be tall, for us to be a man, you know what I'm saying? A man. But for us to be a man, but I would never say never, you know, say it's not possible because, you know.
Yeah, and I can kind of take that into the doll world. A lot of people ask, do you think men will ever be able to join dancing dolls? And it's like right now, you don't see it in the near future, but you never know what guy got up his sleeve, his imaginary
So
sleeve.
I would definitely say never doubt.
Man is not in control.
Yeah, you never doubt your goals, your dreams.
Your purpose
If
in
you
life.
want to be the drum major for Southern and you are a female, go to Southern and be the freaking drum major. Like it's that simple. But all you just make sure that you're on point and make sure that you're always on your P's and Q's, because especially if you're gonna be the first female in history to be the drum major at Southern University, you have to, I mean, you're just gonna have to work 10 times harder.
Should I know how to do my makeup prior to auditioning? Honestly, no, because going to tryouts, you can get your makeup done. So honestly, no, but it would be helpful because if you do make the squad, you don't have time to go to a makeup artist. But they're not gonna ask you, do you know how to do your own makeup at tryouts or anything. When I first tried out, I didn't get my makeup done. I did it myself, but it wasn't the best. And then when I got on the team, dolls are makeup gurus. It's really just taught to you, because now I know a lot about makeup because of dolls. So once you make the squad, the team will help you with makeup. I've seen the team recently, they brought in a makeup artist to come teach the girls some tips. So you don't have to know everything about makeup. It would be beneficial to you to know how to do a little 1-2 already, but you don't have to.
All right, so next question is, what is the hardest part about auditioning for the human jukebox? I'm gonna keep it G, y'all. The hardest part about auditioning is walking up to the band room. Like that is literally, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like the audition is not hard. If you know your scales for horn players, if you know your scales for drummers, if you know your rudiments, you good. You know, it's not a hard audition at all, guys. I promise you, it's not hard.
Yeah.
The hardest thing is actually walking up to the door and actually auditioning. Because once you pull up to the band room and you realize that, oh, I'm in front of the Dr. Isaac Griggs Band Hall, about to walk into these double doors where so many legends and goats was just here
People
before.
you looked up to.
Yeah, people that you looked up to was in this building before. And so the hardest thing is just getting over the nerves of going inside and just being like, all right, it's here. Cause I remember that feeling when I walked in that band room, bro. My heart was to my feet. My heart was to my feet, man. And when I got inside though, and once I met Mr. Hart, and once the audition started, you know, that wasn't even the hard part. It was just walking in and actually doing it. That's my opinion on that.
Cool. I mean, I don't know what's the hardest part of auditions for the jukebox.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the dolls, what's the hardest part?
I guess I would say learning the dance. because if you're not on the team already, you don't really know the style. You can't pick up on it quickly. So probably learning to dance.
So I have a question that says, what do you have to know going into band tryouts? So basically, all you have to know, like I said, I basically just touched on this in the last question. For percussion, you have to know your 40 rudiments, your basic 40 rudiments. You have to know your rudiments. If you play cymbals, you have to know your rudiments. If you play bass drum, you have to know your rudiments. If you play tenor, you have to. If you play quads, you have to know your rudiments. No matter what percussion you play, when you walk into that audition, they're gonna hand you a pair of drumsticks, a pair of snare sticks. Like, play your rudiments. They're not gonna hand you a cymbal. They're not gonna hand you a mallet. They're gonna hand you a drumstick. And they're gonna tell you, play these rudiments, and that's gonna be that. Now, in some instances, yeah, if they know for sure that you want to play bass, or they might bring out some mallets just to kind of see your form, or just to kind of to see, you know, where your head at. But the main part of the audition, the first thing that they're gonna do is hand you a pair of drumsticks, and they're gonna tell you to play some rudiments. So know your rudiments. Now for horn players, make sure you all have your mouthpiece, and make sure that you all are very, 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 very familiar with all of your scales. All of your skills, make sure that you're very familiar with them, because when you go in there, you want to go in there and impress the band director, and you want to go in there and make the audition easy for you and easy for the band director. So just make sure that you're prepared on your horn or on your drum. Just practice, 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 and when you go in there, just have fun and just remember why you're there. You know, don't go in there and get timid and shake up, and then, you know, next thing you know, you choke. You can't choke. You can't do that. So you just go in there, remember why you wanted to be a part of the Human Jukebox, remember how talented you are, and just go in there and do your thing, do your ditty, bro, and just make sure you know your fundamentals. Make sure you know those. Please, 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 or you won't be a juke.
Period. Next question is, what should I bring to tryouts? So, trying out for dolls, well, with the pandemic, I'm not sure if they're gonna do virtual or not, but if it is in person and it's at the band hall is cold, so have a blanket, because you're gonna be there all day. Have a blanket, a mirror, whether it's a big one or a small one, but you gonna need a mirror. There are mirrors in the bathroom, but so many people are gonna be in there, you just gonna want your own little space. Some snacks, not full meals, because you are dancing and you don't want to look bloated or anything. Snacks like crackers, fruit, vegetables. Bring water, your makeup to freshen up throughout each round, because it's gonna be a long time once you do your technique across the floor and then you go to the back. It's gonna be a while because they're doing cuts. So have your makeup and your flat iron and stuff ready so that you can freshen up and stuff. So yeah, stay warm, like have a blanket, jacket, food to eat during your break time, and then your makeup and hair stuff to freshen up throughout the day.
Y'all, just by like telling y'all like what to expect is bringing me back to that moment. Like,
yeah,
it's bringing me back to those days, and it's making me like feel like when she was saying that, I was feeling like I was in the band room, even though I was never inside the doll tryouts. While she was explaining that, I just felt like I was there. I guess because I was in the band, so I know, you know, I can smell the band room.
The band room has a smell.
Yes, and it's not even a bad smell, but you just know the smell. Like, like anybody who's a juke who's watching this video right now, comment below if you could smell the band room right now. Like, if you could just imagine just
you can feel it. It's cold. Unless it's game day, then it's hot as hell. But cold and it has a smell.
It's definitely bringing us back.
Okay, so I have another question. Can you talk about the preparation in regards to appearance, like the attire, makeup, hair length, and color? So that's a really good question for ladies trying out for dolls. With your appearance, I think they tell you to wear all black.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but the sun just smacked the shit. Look at the lightning right now. All right, go ahead.
Wear all black, or just whatever the paper says, but I think 99.9% sure it's black. I don't think you have to wear a midriff, like a sports bra and briefs, but it's recommended. Simply because that's just what's normal, and you look the most similar to dancing dolls, because we do have a lot of two-piece uniforms and stuff. The high French cut briefs are recommended. That's just a doll thing. Don't wear the pink ballet tights. Wear skin tone tights. Dance tights, not pantyhose. With your hair and makeup, you want it to look as similar to the dolls as possible. Like, don't come to tryouts with a ponytail, because dolls don't wear ponytails. So you want to look like you would look on a game day. As far as your makeup, don't do too much eyeshadow. Like, have a natural glam, a natural beat. Similar to what I have today, I think that would be great for tryouts. A lip, do not wear anything like lip gloss or cream, because your hair is gonna get stuck in your lips and it's gonna be annoying all day. So try to wear something that's like matte or just some type of lipstick that's not sticky. Hair length and color, you don't wanna have 28 inches of bundles, because that's just not what you see on dolls. So it could be long. I would say maybe like here for the longest hair. You want it to look natural, like it's growing from your scalp. Even if it is a sew-in, you want it to be a natural length to where it looks real. And color, don't go too crazy. I'm not gonna say you have to be black, because you don't have to have black hair, but don't come in there with like red or just some crazy colors, blue. Try to stick to more neutral browns. Even if you want some blonde highlights, you can do that. Stray away from like platinum blonde and stuff like that. Whatever you see them look like on game day, that's what you should try to look like. Y'all, we got more doll questions than band questions. A typical little rundown of the tryout day for dolls. You check in, they give you your number, then you go chill out, start stretching. They're gonna stretch you as a big group, but you can start stretching, because they're not gonna do a deep stretch. It's just gonna be a quick little run through to get your bodies warm and stuff. Then they're gonna do technique across the floor. Typically it's struts first. They just do the basic doll strut, and then they start doing technique like leaps, turns, jumps. And then after that, they're gonna do cuts. And then you come back, they're gonna teach you a dance. And I'm not too sure what they do now, but when I tried out, we had, well, 1 year we made up our own dance, like a whole dance. They haven't done that in a while, so I think they're not doing that anymore. So they're gonna teach you a dance, and then you incorporate your 4/8 counts, and then you go back and they do cuts again. They might do some callbacks. And then after that is the interview round, and that should be it. So that's the whole, it takes all day.
Yeah. Bruh, I used to get so frustrated, bruh. Cause literally, they'll be in doll tryouts from like 8 in the morning and wouldn't get out till like 9 at night sometimes. Bro, one time.
Sometimes it's earlier, but.
So yeah, sometimes it'll be like 5.
Right,
6.
5.
But there's been times where it's going to
all
like 9.
Day.
Cause they be in there, I'd be like, bro, what are y'all in there?
It's like 100 girls that come, more or less sometimes, but like they have to get through all those girls, and they gotta pick the right team.
And since we're doing I gotta brag a little bit, since we are doing a auditioning video. I just gotta brag on Sadidi 7 real quick, because we are the only 7 out of over, I think it was like 160, I think he said, something like that.
Tried out for percussion?
Tried out for percussion, and we are the only 7 that made
Lucky
it
7.
in 2013. So shout out to the Sadidi 7, you feel me? Cause yeah, we just legendary like that.
So those are all the questions. One more thing that we want to touch on is just social media.
Yes.
Ladies, just keep it classy. No, you're like no cursing, no alcohol, none of that. Just keep, if you do that, keep it off social media.
Exactly. Because like we say, it's not that it's nothing wrong with having fun and all that good stuff, but it's not everybody's business with what you do. Because as soon as you express interest and wanting to be a juke, you're going to have jukes looking at you.
Right.
You're going to have dolls looking at you, and your social media is definitely going to play a big part in your audition.
Like it's a thing now.
Yeah, for sure. There's been people who are hella talented, but they just didn't make it through because of their social media. It's not everybody's business.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, do not risk your future just because you want to shine for a second.
And that's honestly beyond dolls and the jukebox. That's just
with life.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at
women.
social media.
Keep a good image, a good public image. You don't want nobody bad mouthing you like, oh, he not disciplined enough to be in the jukebox, so don't pick him. You don't want to be that type of person. So keep it clean, keep a good reputation. And if you make it, Just be ready to put in work and to be disciplined.
Time management, definitely. Like once you make it, just know that your life is now banned.
Yeah.
Like literally.
School, that's it.
Bro, especially once you start like crab week and all that good stuff. Like crab week, bro, goes from literally 6 in the morning to about 1 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Just for you to wake up and do the same thing over again. Yeah. But you guys, our battery is dying. It's actually pretty dead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. For all the future Jukes, man, we look forward to you all auditioning. If you do audition and once you do make it, if you do make it, man, make sure you guys DM us and just let us know that you are now officially, you know, on the verge and on the journey to become a Juke. We are excited for you all. Make sure you all take this advice and run with it. And we hope to see you all in the Juke fam real soon, bro. We hope you all enjoyed this.
And don't forget about the challenge we got so y'all can do the intro.
Yes, don't forget about the challenge. Make sure that you guys, I'm gonna go over 3 steps one more time. For the challenge, if you want to get a FaceTime from us and be a part of our intro, we're gonna do this for every video. All you gotta do is make sure you follow us on Instagram, Maya and Jail, Brendon J Official, BM Fairy Tale. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notification bell. Next, all you gotta do is use our hashtag on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you wanna use it on. Make sure you use our hashtag. We're gonna go through and finish all of that, and we're gonna make sure that you are in our
video.
Period.